Hello and welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric, and we'll be playing another game of Inside Pitch Baseball from the 1978 season. I played a few games today, and I came across this one looking for a good matchup, and found that Yankees versus the Brewers there looked like a good matchup. Jim Catfish Hunter will be on the mound for the Yankees. And he'll be pitching against Jerry Augustine, who also had a good season for the Brewers. So it would feature some New York Yankees had a good team. Unfortunately, they beat my Red Sox in the one-game playoff. Still stings today. So they'll be playing the powerhouse lineup of Milwaukee Brewers. They finished in third place in the 1978 season. They finished with a record of 93-69, 6.5 games out of first place. So I was playing a few games and decided this looked like a good matchup. And I think we're definitely going to see some runs, although we have a good pitching matchup too, so it could go either way. So let's get started here. So the visiting Yankees are 2-1 so far in this young season. They'll be led by Willie Randolph, batting first and playing second base. Mickey Rivers, the center fielder, batting second. Thurman Monson, probably my favorite Yankee, batting third and catching. Batting fourth and playing right field. The straw that stirred the drink, so he called himself. Reggie Jackson, batting fifth, the future manager of the Mariners and the Cubs, and I want to say one other team, but known for the Mariners and the Cubs. Lou Piniella, I think he might have also managed the Reds at one point, but anyway. Batting sixth and playing first base, Chris Chambliss. Batting seventh and DHing, Cliff Johnson. Batting eighth and playing third base, the great slick fielding Greg Nettles, whom I could not stand because he used to always burn the Red Sox, but oh well. And batting ninth, well, needs no introduction, Bucky blank blank Dent, but we'll keep it G-rated here. Anyway, so that is the Yankees lineup. And he'll be facing Jerry Augustine, who had a record of 13-12 in the regular season with a 4.54 ERA. Again, not the greatest of stats, but was a decent pitcher. So, all right, Willie Randolph comes to the plate. He's hitting 154 so far in this fourth game of the season and 13 at-bats. No homers and no RBIs. Here's the windup and the pitch. This right here is a picture of County Stadium in Milwaukee, where the Brewers played until they switched to the National League and started playing in Miller Park. So 3-2. Fly out to center field for one down. So one up and one down. Next up, Mickey Rivers hitting 182 with no homers and an RBI. Lefty on lefty here. Possible error on the ground ball here. And looks like we have a split chance here. So 1-8 is the single, so that falls in that range. So Mickey Rivers is on first with a single. Yep, I figured they would have him steal. Good base runner. So they're going to shoot to try to steal here. And it's a 3, so that falls well within his range. So He steals second base. So the Yankees have a runner in scoring position with 1 out for Thurman Munson. He's currently hitting .250 in 12 at-bats with no homers and no RBIs. Range play. Lascano has it for the second out.
What a play to get to that ball.
And the runner, Mickey Rivers, tags up at second and advances to third. So 2 down and a runner at third for Reggie Jackson. Hitting .200 with a homer and an RBI. So a lot of the Yankees are off to a slow start. They would definitely finish strong in the season. Jackson strikes out, so Augustine gets him. Yep. And as you can see here, I'm just going to pause for a second. I'm also playing the 1967 season, so this is a 1967 Jim Catfish Hunter. And when you come back, you will see him transform into what he looked like in 1978. Alrighty, welcome back. And here's the transformation. Here's the wind-up and the pitch. Look at his picture. And he aged 11 years on that one pitch. 2-2. And it's a fly ball to centers. So that's Molitor. He's hitting 143 with no homers and no RBIs. Leading it off for the Brewers here. Alright, so 1 up and 1 down. Next up will be Don Money. I believe him and Jim Catfish Hunter there used to be teammates in Oakland. So he's hitting 167 with no homers and 1 RBI. See a range play here. Looks like a pop out the short. And Bucky Dent fails the range play. What a shame. Alrighty, so the Brewers have a runner on first with 1 down. Next up, Cecil Cooper, who used to play for the Red Sox. We're being traded to Milwaukee. He's a 167 hitter so far with no homers and 1 RBI. Hit .312 on the regular season. So he's due to come out of it. Now would be a good time. And he strikes out. So Jim Hunter was 12-6 on the regular season. 3.58 ERA. 98 hits in 118 innings. 56 Ks and 35 walks. Next up will be Larry Heisel. He's hitting .250 with a couple of homers and 2 RBI. He would hit 34 in the regular season. Alright, so let's try a pickoff here. Hunter goes over to Chambliss. Hold on there. Looks like we got somewhat of a delay here. And no pickoff rating here, so he makes it back safely. Fly ball to center field. And that retires the side. Get a little delay going on here. A little lag. Alrighty, so we head to the top of the second. No score. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to ID Jester there. Just watch one of his inside pitch videos. He's doing a replay of the 2015, I almost said 1915, but 2015 season. He had a great game between the Anaheim Angels, I should say. Would have been California Angels back in 78. But the Anaheim Angels and the Seattle Mariners, and he was managing the Mariners, so check out that game. Some good, exciting action in that one. I'm just going to leave it at that. So, if you want to look it up, it's ID Jester and just type in inside pitch baseball and Angels versus Mariners. All right, let's get back to the action. Hopefully this game will be just as exciting. You never know which ones are going to be exciting and which ones are going to be blowouts when you're playing, but that's why you play them. 3-1. So Lou Piniella's up now. So he's hitting 200 with a homer and an RBI. And he gets a single. So the Yankees have the leadoff runner on here in the second for Chris Chambliss. Again, he's struggling too, hitting .083 with no homers and 1 RBI. You wonder how they got those 2 wins, but nobody seems to be hitting. It must have been really good pitching. Close games here. All right, so we got a 6-4. You know, he doesn't walk that much. Only a 2 walk. Yeah, but he finds the hit there in the 6th column there. So let's see, we got our check second die roll of 6 charts. So second die roll of 6 is a 1. So lead runner advances. So Piniella's going to advance. Ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So Chambliss is thrown out trying to advance on the throw, thinking they would go to third. So a good cutoff by the Milwaukee infielders there to notice that and throw him out. So Chris Chambliss gets thrown out, trying to stretch it, trying to get 2 bases there. Alrighty, looks like Augustine's going to go over and try to pick off Piniella there, see if he's trying to get too much of a lead there. And he's back safely. Here's the windup and the pitch. Like a range play at County Stadium. And County Stadium here was -1 to Ks and -4 to walks. So it's not a very actually, I was gonna say, especially not a very good batter friendly park, especially as far as walks go. So it's definitely a lot less walks here at County Stadium. Okay, 3-3. Oh, looks like we're going to have one of those really weird, rare plays here. I love these. All right, let's see what we got here. I think this is one of the first ones I've had on camera, at least the first one in a while. All right, rare play. With less than 2 out, shallow fly to right field. So I hit the Lascano. Resolve play as a F9 range play. So unsuccessful range play by 6 Lascano. That means he didn't get to it. So it's a single for Cliff Johnson. Lou Piniella gets a late break attempting to advance to the next base. And Piniella is thrown out. So looks like he's thrown out trying to go home. So a base running blunder by the Yankees. Gotta love that. I wish they would have had some more baseline blunders in that 1-game playoff. So all right, so that's it's a single. Credit to Cliff Johnson with a single, but Piniella gets thrown out, and that will retire the side, I believe, here. So let's see here. Yeah, Piniella's thrown it at home. Oh no, maybe that's only the second out. So let's see here. Yeah, that was just the second out. So Chambliss is thrown out at 2 base running blunders by the Yankees. Chambliss gets thrown out at second, and Piniella gets thrown out going home. And now we'll have Greg Nettles. He's hitting 200 with a homer and 2 RBIs so far this season. Lefty on lefty matchup here. And it's a single. This is the one that ID Jester had on his sacrifice fly thing. last time, something similar. Let's see, so 1 goes for this 1 right here, so check the second base die roll of 1 chart. So the second die is the 5, and roll of 1 chart. So the 5 here, compared to the lead runner, so it's 1. So, lead runner advances, so he's going to advance no matter what, because either one of these... Yeah, so that tells me he's going to advance. Greater than the base runner, so he advances. It's kind of weird on that one, but usually it's the other way around. But apparently the 5 now is a number. It's not a number that's compared to this right here, not to the... Well, it is and it isn't, but it's not usually it's the opposite way of what it usually is. Kind of. But the main difference between these two right here is that the trailing runner advances on this one if the roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's speed. So this is when the trailing runners... So you compare the trailing runner's speed first to this, I believe. That's the way I read it anyway, so that tells me it's on here. And then you would compare it to this guy right here. But if it were up here. So let's just say, for instance, this was a 4. So if this was a 4, actually it couldn't be less than this. Anyway, let's just go with what it says here. So it's greater than the base runner, so he advances. And this roll right here, 5 is greater than 3. So the roll is higher than the runner holds. Yeah, so he's going to hold there. Those are a little bit tricky to read, but usually I can reason through them. So 4-1. Or, I've checked the rules on those before, so sometimes you just forget them if they don't come up that often. Alright, so 4-1. But now that I'm playing more games now, it's starting to sink in a little bit more. But, I think I might have mentioned in one of the other videos, I'm definitely going to try to... I started to cut up the 1978 PDF for Inside Pitch that I bought over the Christmas holiday there. And I'm going to be cutting that up and probably trying to play some games of Inside Pitch cards and dice. I think that will help me with the rules too, because usually you get kind of lazy when you do the computer versions of games, like even with Stratomatic and stuff. But with when you play the cards and dice, I've noticed that people that play the cards and dice, when they go to play a computer version versus a cards and dice version, that the rules tend to stick more, and that goes true with just about anything too. When you read a book, you tend to remember the facts and things more because you have to visualize and stuff. Whereas when you watch a movie's kind of like just passive. So playing a computer game is somewhat passive in that, although with Inside Pitch you are kind of involved more with it, but still. You see part of the engine, but you don't see the whole engine. But when you play cards and dice, you see the whole engine. So, hope that makes sense. I think it does. But I think definitely when you play the cards and dice, you get to know the rules and stuff better. So, which I think would definitely help with this computer version of the game. Stratomatic, not so much. But with this game, definitely, I think this would definitely fine-tune some of those rules there and make them look maybe easier to understand. Sometimes it gets lost in translation in the computer version of the game, I guess is what I'm saying. Alright, so let's see here. So 4-4. So Bucky Dent. So he lines out. And that retires the side. So the Yankees have a couple base running blunders there and don't score at the top of the second. Let's see if the Brewers can make them pay for that. So Ben Oglivie will be coming up now. So Brewers definitely had some pop in their lineup. Oglivie had 18 homers, hit .303 So far this season, he's just hitting 200 with no homers and no RBIs, so he's due. Ooh. And number 6, yep. And he gets a double.
Slicing toward the corner, air ball! Off the wall!
So a good start here for the Brewers in the bottom of the second. Lead runner in scoring position. Next up will be Sixto Lezcano. He's off to a fast start. He's hitting .455 with 1 homer and 2 RBIs. One of the few players today that seems to be off to a fast start. In the regular season, he hit 15 homers. So definitely a candidate to knock Ogilvy in here to give the Brewers the lead. See if he can get it done. And he's got to fly out to right. See if it's deep enough to advance the runner. And it is not. So 5 beats the 3. So Ogilvy will stay put. You don't want to really make that first out. So, alright, so Sal Bando's up now. We'll pause for station identification while we update his picture. Alrighty. Watch Sal Bando's picture and watch it transform from when he played with the Oakland A's there, or Kansas City A's. Looks like there. And he also played with Don Money and I believe Jim Hunter were all on the same team there when they won those World Championships. So here we go. Watch his picture. There he goes. He just aged 11 years. Alright, 3-5. And he lines out to short for the first out. Ogilvy is able to get back safely. So 2 down and slight delay there again. Just waiting for his picture to change. Alright, now here's the slugger Gorman Thomas. In the real life game, he hit 2 homers. Oops. So far this year, he's hitting 200 with 1 homer and 1 RBI. He hit 32 in the regular season. So let's see what he can do here with a runner in scoring position. Trying to put Milwaukee on the board. And he flies out to left to retire the side. So the Brewers cannot score either.
Designated driver for this evening? Please remember to drink responsibly.
Alrighty. So the Yankees will have the top of the lineup in Randolph, Rivers, and Munson. Randolph is 0 for 1 so far.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
Alrighty, so the Yankees have a leadoff runner on. Randolph reaches on the walk. Mickey Rivers is up now. He's 1 for 1. He stole a base, I believe, too, in the first. Boxcars. The line is short. And Randolph gets back safely, so. Alright, 1 down and runner on first for Munson. And this time he goes a little too far and gets doubled off. So, again, the Yankees are not very smart on the base paths today.
Double play!
So we head to the bottom of the third. Still no score. Alrighty, next up will be the Buck Martinez, the future manager and announcer. I'm not sure what he's doing now. I think he's announcing now for the, I believe the Toronto Blue Jays, I want to say. Could be wrong on that one, but anyway. Let's see. He's currently 0 for 4. Just been up had four at bats so far this season. Possible error on the play here. 17. Looks like he's going to fly out. And no error. Alright, the top of the lineup comes up now. Paul Molitor. He's 0 for 1. And he flies out to right for the second out. Alright, the top of the order, Don Money's up now. He's 1 for 1. And it's a double, and it's like a double for Money, a 2-out double. Piniella cannot get to it. Alrighty, so another runner in scoring position for Cecil Cooper. He struck out his first time up. And he strikes out again. So far this is turning into a pitcher's duel, whereas in real life it was anything but a pitcher's duel. Alrighty, so the Yankees will have the heart of the order with Jackson, Piniella, and Chambliss up now. So Freddie Jackson struck out his first time up. And he strikes out again. So that's Augustine's second K on the day. Piniella up now. He's 1 for 1. And he's 2 for 2. All the way. He gets a triple. So the Yankees have a runner in third with 1 out. Chambliss is up now. 1 for 1. And he strikes out. Doesn't strike out that often, but he does this time. Big strikeout for Augustine. So 2 down for Cliff Johnson. He's also 1 for 1. The ballpark card here, so could be dangerous here. And it is. So the Yankees get on the board first. They score here in the top of the 4th. Let's take a 1-0 lead. So Greg Nettles is up now. Also 1 for 1. And he walks him. Alrighty. Alright. Bucky Dent's on now with runners on first and second. And he flies out 10 innings. But the Yankees score a run and they take the lead going to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0. Alright, so Jim Hunter's up now. On the mound. He'll face Heisel, Ogilvy, and Lezcano. If anybody gets on, sell Bando. Here's the pitch. Jerry Heisel had 34 homers on the year, so has a chance. Oh, I'll take that single, though. So the lead runner's on for the Brewers here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-3. And strikes him out. So big strikeout for Hunter there. Next up will be Sixto Lezcano. 0 for 1. Five, 4. And strikes him out. So Hunter puts him down in order. Oh, I guess not order yet. I guess he didn't. I forgot about the Heisel hit there. Alright, so Bando's up now. 2 down and runner on first. Range play here. Yankees have an overall good defense.
Hit in the air.
And it's a fly ball to left, and Piniella cannot get to it.
That is over his head.
And Heisel has to hold at third, being a slow base runner. So second and third now for the Gorman Thomas. And looks like a possible wild pitch here. No, just misses the pass ball here. Just misses here. So I'm going to say that just gets a little bit away from Munson. So I'm going to repitch it here. 5-2. And there's like a fly ball to center to retire the side. So the Brewers threaten but do not score. The Yankees are still up by 1. Hit the top of the 5th here. Top of the order will face Augustine here in the 5th. And he flies out to Heisel for the first out of the inning. Mickey Rivers, 1 for 2. Grounds out to second. Money over to Cooper, 2 down. Next up is Munson, he's 0 for 2.
You're out!
And he flies out to right to end the inning. So nothing doing for the Yankees in the 5th. So you head to the bottom of the 5th now. Buck Martinez, and then the top of the order, Molitor and Money. Alright. And he flies out to Rivers for the first out. Molitor now, 0 for 2. And he also flies out to center for the second out of the inning. Money up now. 2 for 2 with a double. And he grounds out to short to retire the side.
Be sure to visit our concession stands.
Alright, Reggie Jackson will be up now for the Yankees. He's been up twice. He's struck out twice. And this time he flies out to Thomas for the second out. I mean, for the first out of the inning. Alright, Lou Piniella up now. He's perfect on the day also. He's 2 for 2 with a triple and a run scored. Scored the only run of the game so far. And he adds a single to it, so he's 3 for 3. Lou Piniella is perfect on the day. So looks like the Yankees are going to try a little hit and run here with Chambliss. Here's the pitch. Take a grounder to second. And by starting the runner, they stay out of the double play. Molitor throws over to Cooper. Fielder's choice. Score that one 6-3 if you're scoring at home. And why would you? Alright, so next step will be Cliff Johnson with 2 down in the top of the 6th. And he walks in. So first and second now with 2 down. Greg Nettles. He's 1 for 1. Oop, hold on there. Let's do a pickoff here. So the pickoff, I'm going to go with that. 13. Which is outside his range there. No balk or anything. And I'm going to go with this dice roll. 1-6. 4-3. He's a lefty, so it's just a fly out to right to retire the side. So it's still 1-run lead going into the bottom of the 6th. Definitely turning into a great pitcher's duel here. So Cecil Cooper will be up now, followed by Heisel and Ogilvy. Cooper's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts himself. Could it be 3? No. And he breaks through and gets his first hit of the day. So the Brewers have a leadoff runner on with here in the bottom of the 6th. All right, Larry Heisel will be coming up now, 1 for 2. And he gets a hit too. So back-to-back singles. Cooper motors over to third. So the Brewers are in business here in the bottom of the 6th, first and third with nobody out. Ooh, squeeze. Oh boy. That might catch the Yankees off guard there, but bunting of 2. Yeah, why not? You gotta live a little. Sometimes you gotta do a little trickery to beat the Yankees here. Let's try it here. So the third base coach calls for the squeeze. Ogilvy squares around. And lead runner's thrown out, so it's a botched squeeze play. Lead runner thrown out. Hitter safe at first. So Cooper will get thrown out. Oh, oops. So this will resolve it here.
You're out.
Hitter safe at first. Hold on there. Oh, okay. So I click this and Van Cernes, there we go. A little tricky there. A little clunky, but that didn't work out right. So what happened to Ogilvy? So we had first and third. And Ogilvy bunted to first. Cooper was thrown out at home. So Heisel, yeah, why does it say Cecil Cooper to third here? That's wrong. Yeah, it should say he's thrown out. Yeah, it says thrown out at home, but then he says he's thrown out, he's to third. So that's an error there. So Cooper is thrown out at home. Heisel should be on second, and Ogilvy should be on first. So I'm going to undo that and try that again. Alright, see that. So it started first and third. They go for the squeeze. I still remember which one of these that landed on. 4, 5. Oh, that wasn't it. Let's try that one. No, that wasn't it. That one. Oh. No, that's not it. Popped it out. Nope. 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 No, that's not it. Nope. 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 Where was it? Nope. 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 So nope. 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 Where the heck is it? Nope. Nope. Alright, here's what it was. Lead runner was thrown out. Hitter safe at first. Pretty sure that was it. Although I think it just said lead runner out. But when you do that, you got to assume that the hitter is going to be safe at first. Because it doesn't say anything about it. So. Boy. Alright, so the lead runner is going to get thrown out. So. I'm going to do a thrown out here. Click bunt in the batter's card to resolve the bunt. Okay, so keep in mind, we need to move, we're going to move him up to second. No, they won't let me do that. So, this is going to go here. That's still not right. Oh wait, could be. So now we're going to advance here. And then this should show the runner at first. But it doesn't. So there's something messed up there. That is definitely messed up, because the pitcher, Ogilvy, just disappeared off the base paths there. Yeah, that's not right. So we have a ghost runner at first there, so hopefully that doesn't come back, though. So I think the Brewers are going to play this game under protest, because the runner just disappeared. Let's try it one more time here. Alright, so we go back in time. Runners on first and third. Squeeze. Oops. I believe it was one of those up here that did that. Might have been this one. No. Okay, this is it right here. Lead runner is thrown out. Try it again for a third time here. So lead runner, 8 to 11, thrown out. Technically, no, this was hit to the first. That's right, it was hit to the first baseman. I remember that now. Let's try to hit this again and see if the... Nope. 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 There you go. That's what it was. It was hit to first base. I know that. This was it. No, that wasn't it. But that's not the right result. Boy. Hopefully it's not going to strike him out. That's not it. That's not it. That was it right there. Okay, so that was the result. That I'm like 90% sure now, because I remember this being first base here. So the first baseman comes in to field it. Right now there is nobody out. So I gotta hit the bunt, because that's what it tells me to do. Okay. Now I go to hit fielder's choice. Maybe I can do that before I don't advance the runner. So let's try that. No, it says to advance the runner. So by advancing the runner, it's showing me that there's somebody that's behind him wanting to have first base. So we advance it. Click here. No DP. Batter is out. So there's one out. You got the guy at home plate. And let's see what happens here. And again, the runner disappears. So it looks like this is not going to fix itself. So I think what I'm going to do to fix it manually is I am going to do not the squeeze play. So because we definitely need to have that runner there. We'll make sure that the lead runner gets thrown out. But there should be a runner here on first base. So it's obviously some programming issue there. Okay. I said I love this game, but there are some things that just drive me nuts, and this is one of them. And ID Gesture can concur on that one, and at least one other user that's commented to me. But anyway, I guess nothing's perfect, but definitely could be better. Okay, so we're going to undo this again, and we're going to do something that's going to cause the same thing to happen. So if you're scoring, particular on your scoring, well, you can score it. If you're scoring at home, you can score this a squeeze play out at home. Runner, moves up to second, and the batter takes first. So that's in effect what we're going to do now. All right, so undo. That's still undoing. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing in effect. We are going to... We're going to do a... There we go. 2-6. No, we don't want to do a range play. Now. That might not work. 2-6 and 2-6 again. What are the odds of that? 3-6. Let's see what this does. No, it's not going to be a fly ball, so we don't want that. We want some kind of a ground ball here. Alright, we're just going to go in here because this will come off the batter's card because there'll be a ground ball in here. So if there's is there a G3 on this? Try to make it as close as possible to the... Yes, there is. So we're going to call this a G3. Yes, he is going to try to score. Ah, man, he would have to be a good runner there. The defense try to throw out at home. Yes, they will. Ah, great. And it's not going to let me throw out. So, he would have to be a 5. So I'm going to have to roll a 6 here in order for him to get thrown out. Because anything else is going to... Unless I do a force out. Technically, it's not a force out. But I'm going to do a force out here. Alright, so it's still going to work that way. Technically, in the score, it's not going to... But it's not going to be the right, but it's going to be the same effect. So... And there we go. And that's all we wanted. Alright, let's get back to the action here. Yeah, that's the first time something like that happened today. I played like 4 games today, so it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it can get annoying. I'll be honest. 2-4. Oop. And it looks like the... So the Brewers are no longer going to be playing this game under protest. Not because of that hit, but because The umpires resolved it. So, lead runner advances, ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So, Ogilvy gets thrown out, going to third.
You're out!
Alright, so 2 down. And Sal Bando will be coming up now. It looks like Hunter's getting tired here. So we're going to have somebody up in the Yankees pen here. So it looks like Raleigh Eastwick's going to get up and start throwing. In the real life game, Catfish Hunter only lasted 2 innings and let up 6 runs. So he's definitely pitched much better this game. Both pitchers have. Alright, so Raleigh Eastwick is warming up in the pen here. Let's see if Catfish Hunter can get himself out of this inning. This will be his last batter regardless. Oh boy. Nope. Looks like he does. Flies out to Piniella to retire the side. Alright, so we head to the top of the 7th. Knotted up at 1 now. Alright, Bucky Dent will lead off, followed by Randolph and Rivers. So, Augustine had to sit on the bench quite a while, even though only 1 run was scored. But he'll take it, as it tied up the game. Pops up the first.
Top fly. That one be a home run in a phone booth.
No, wouldn't miss the Harry Carey. Alrighty, so let's see here. So 1 down for Willie Randolph. It's 0 for 2 on the day. And he gets a 1-out single here. For Mickey Rivers, who's 1 for 3. And Augustine is getting tired here too, so Andy Replogle is warming up in the pen here. The Yankees going to put on a little hit and run here with 1 down. Runner's on runner at first. Looks like it's going to be put in play here possibly. It's grounded to short. Randolph is going to move up. And the only play is at first to retire Rivers. So runner in scoring position now for Thurman Munson. Man, looks like the Milwaukee manager goes to the mound there, talking to Augustine. And looks like the Molitor and Money are coming in now to join the conference there. And Bamberger makes the sign, makes the signal, and Rapogli is going to come in to replace Augustine here, who pitched a fine outing. He's responsible for the runner at second, but so far he's pitched 6.2 innings, 6 2/3, allowed 9 hits, which is kind of average for him, but only allowed 1 run with 1 walk and 3 Ks. Again, like I said, responsible for Willie Randolph on second base. So Andy Replogle will come in now to face Munson. And we'll have a station break while the cameraman snaps a photo. Alrighty, we've managed to get Andy Replogle to get a picture in between while we pause for a station break there. So here we go. The wind-up and the pitch. 2-2. So that's going to be a single for Munson, and Randolph's going to come around the score. So it looks like Munson didn't take too well to having to wait for a photo to be snapped. And he proceeds to knock in the Yankees' go-ahead run here in the top of the 7th. Alrighty, Reggie Jackson will be coming up to the plate, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So Replogi is 9-5 on the season, 3.92 ERA. Also started, but today he's making a relief appearance. So it's his first appearance of the year. Ooh, this might not be good. And Jackson flies out to right to end the inning. Why are they removing the pitcher here? Oh, it was the pitcher. It was the Yankees pitcher, I think, Hunter. I think Hunter had to be removed. Yep, that was it. Alrighty, I think the last out was a parentheses out, which was an auto pull. Alrighty, so the Yankees, let's see, who did we say he had going in the pen here? So it's the bottom of the 7th inning. And let's see, who did we have in the pen? Oh, that's right, Raleigh Eastwick. So Raleigh Eastwick will come in. No, we won't. Because he is not on the roster. So apparently he must have spent more time within the team. So that wasn't Raleigh Eastwick. It was Ken Clay that was up there in the bullpen. So we'll bring in Ken Clay. And again, this is Ken Clay's first appearance. We'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. And you see we get Ken Clay's picture here. Hopefully well, actually, I do hope the same thing happens to that Gorman Thomas takes offense at it or takes exception to that and hits one out of the park. That would be nice. So let's look at Ken Clay's stats. He was 3-4 with a 4.28 ERA, 75 innings pitched, 89 hits allowed, 32 strikeouts, and 18 walks. So definitely a 1 to 12. So if we hit the home run chance, we get a 60% chance off of his card. And then Gorman Thomas is 100%. So if Ken Clay allows it on his card, then Gorman Thomas will hit the home run. Oh, you don't see too many hitters where it's 20 and 20. But Gorman Thomas was. Here's the pitch. And nope. We're not going to have that, but it's going to be off of Thomas's card, so that could be a good thing, although he didn't hit for much that high of an average. And it's going to be a grounder to second. So is not able to deliver there. So Buck Martinez will come up now. Let's see. Do we want to replace Martinez here? Bottom of the 7th, one out. Let's see who we got for other catchers. Etchebarren. Yeah, actually we do have some other. Charlie Moore's not a bad catcher either. Probably better. A little better defensively there too. A little more pop. Excuse me. So I think we're going to bring in Charlie Moore. If you're from New England. Not the Charlie Moore that's on Nesson, the fisherman there. But not Charlie Moore outdoors, but the Charlie Moore, the catcher for the Brewers. So I think we're going to check out our other pinch hitters, because we could always bring him in if we had a better hitter here. So 269, 5 homers, and 31 RBIs. So let's look at the stats here. So again, Etchebarren's will get a few at bats. Jim Wolford. Robin Yount. I think I like that. I think we're going to bring in Robin Yount to pinch hit there. I think that's a choice. Then we'll bring in Charlie Moore to catch afterward. Alright, so let's get back to the game here. So again, Robin Yount's making his first appearance. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back once again. We have Robin Yount's photo now. Photographer's working overtime today. Alright, so let's see here. So, bottom of the 7th, 1 out, and for Robin Yount, the pinch hitter. Three, 2. It's going to be off the batter's card, which is probably going to be a good thing. Robin Yount is a 293 hitter with 9 homers and 71 RBIs, and does have 16 stolen bases, so we can get on. But unfortunately, he lines out to short for the second out. Alright, Paul Molitor is up now. With 2 down. Nobody on base.
Out!
And he lines out the... grounded out the third for the final out. So let's see. Alright, so we're going to put Charlie Moore in for the catch. Oh, God. That's what I want to do. Charlie Moore. Alright, let's cancel this. That's what I know what I got to do now. So, Charlie Moore. The dreaded runtime error. We'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. We had the reboot there. So, let's do our changes here. So, I think what we have to do is we have to hit Charlie Moore down here. And then it'll bring in Charlie Moore, but it'll ask for his position. Oh God, why is he up there? Why is he up there? Oh. Alright, so let's highlight this. Charlie Moore. Robin Yount. This is not going to let me do this. Why is it putting him up there? That makes no sense at all. And we don't want to... Let's see, let's try this. Come on. That's who I want to replace, please. Charlie Moore. Oh, man. Ah, man, what a game. Figures it's the Yankees game. Must be the Yankees that are causing this. I just blame the Yankees. And the runtime error. So we'll be right back again. Let's try it one more time. Alrighty. Well, apparently there were only 2 outs, so I didn't have to make the pitch hitting change, the catcher change then. But anyway, so I put Charlie Moore in there, so when we go back, it did credit Robin Yount with lining out the shortstop, so he does get the at-bat. Yep. And then Charlie Moore will be changed to catcher when the inning ends. But Paul Molitor is up right now. So let's get the final out of the inning. And then resume play here. Ground ball, possible error. And no error.
You're out!
Okay. But it did say to check the fielders before, so that's what's confusing me. So, I don't know. Alright, so Charlie Moore is here. We're going to leave him in there. Catching. See, there should be an easy way to do this, but be prepared for a crash. There we go. Alright, no crash. I think we got it where we want it now. Alrighty, so now we're all set here. Top of the 8th. So Lou Piniella will go up against Andy Replogi. Logel. Four, 3.
Out!
One down, one up, one down. Brewers hoping for a quick inning, get back, right back up to bat, try to score that tying run. Time is running out. Oh. Oops. It should be a 6-4. 11. Ooh. 1 out double. Alright, that's enough of that. So, 1 out double. Range play. Just do not hit it to the pitcher. Or, I'm surprised at that range for Cooper. He's a better defensive guy than that. Maybe not this year. Maybe this year he didn't do so well. Well, 78. Alrighty, it is to Cooper, and he is able to successfully come up with the ball.
What a play to get to that ball!
So Chris Chambliss is going to advance to third. Cooper takes it to the bag himself, and 2 downs. So Greg Nettles will be up now, 1 for 2. And he walks. Oh boy. So first and third for, oh boy, look who's up. Bucky Dent. Just who we need. I should pinch hit for him, but I won't. 2-4. Oh goodness. And he flies out. Good. So, Mr. Dent, you go back to your shortstop position here. Alrighty, so we head to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees up 2-1. Brewers will have Money, Cooper, and Heisel up to face Clay here. Let's see. He seems to be doing well. It'd also be nice too if the computer would play all of the, one team, and you just play the other team. So I haven't found out a way to do that. I kind of have to make the changes for both teams. So I just try to make the decisions that are the best. If I were on that team, if I were managing that team. So sometimes can make it a little difficult. So I just have to go by the numbers and the percentages and gut instincts, I guess. So all right. So bottom of the 8th here. Clay will face Money's up now, 2 for 3. He's having a good day so far. See if he can add to the day. And have a really good day. Range play. 3-4. Looks like a goes past Chambliss into right field. And Money's on with the leadoff single here. And he's got good speed here. Do I steal with him? I think we do. I think we're going to go for a steal here. And this guy's going to be safe. Ooh, at 18. Thank goodness he's a 20. Oh, yeah, 20. So he would have been, 20 would have been the only way he would have been thrown out. Alright, so he moves up. So it's stolen base. What do you mean he can't accept a steal? He just did. Are you kidding me? He's at 20 stolen base and he can't accept a steal? Wait, did he not have any stolen bases on the year? Let's check this out. I'm curious now. Yes, he did. He had 3 stolen bases on the year. So after all that, he cannot steal the base. He could be thrown out, but he can't be stealing the base. Are you kidding me? This looks like shenanigans here by the Yankees. There's no reason why he cannot be stealing that. He cannot attempt to steal. Must be the hold rating. Must have something to do with his hold rating. What is this hold rating? I don't know. But apparently, Ken Clay has, oh, this is interesting. This is really weird. They have I didn't even notice that. They have the Brewers defense, even though the Brewers are up to bat. And oh, this is really strange. So it looks like all kinds of funky things are happening in this one. Figures in a Yankee game here. So let's see. This hasn't even recorded. This is really even weird. Oh yes, it has. Okay. But yeah, this is strange though, because this shows Ken Clay as pitching, but it shows the Brewers out in the field. Hopefully, these are only cosmetic, and it's. Although I think that last one. No, I think we were all right there. I think we're good. I don't know. I'll watch it and figure it out later. But anyway, so we can't steal with money, so let's just roll away. Could do a hit and run, but nah. This Cooper's actually a really good bunter. Nah. Cooper is a 300 hitter, so yeah, we're gonna let him hit 2-3. 2-1.
Hard ground ball up the middle.
So hopefully this will get money over a second anyway. And no, it's a double play. Figures. So by being unable to. Now the defense is all right. Oh man, bugs galore. All right, so bottom of the 8th here. So definitely a game for the ages here. So ID Gesture, if you're watching, I'm sure you're loving all these bugs here, working against the Brewers. All right, Larry Heisel, just hit a long ball here and tie it up. 6-4. Nope. And he grounds out to end the inning. So, definitely the Brewers are going to play this one in the protest for not allowing money to steal. Especially after they let us roll. Shenanigans. 3-4. 5-1.
Looped in the air to shallow right.
Good. And Lascano makes the catch.
Over a lot of ground to make that grab.
Alright. This flies out to center for 2 up and 2 down. See if they can get the final out here. Oh, of course not. Alrighty here. So it's not so much the Yankees game, it's just that all the little bugs are kind of starting to add up here. So it makes an otherwise fine game a little bit frustrating. Oh boy. Sweet lose up. And he's tired. Man. Let's go to the pen here so we see who we had warming up there. Looks like Bob McClure is going to come in now. Or Bill Castro. Which one? Piniella is a righty, so we're going to have Castro come in. Right back. Alrighty, welcome back. Bill Castro got his photo taken. So, making your first appearance on the season at a 5-4 record with 8 saves, 1.181 at 1.81 ERA. So, hoping to stop the damage, prevent any damage, and keep the game at a 1-run game going into the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees closer is getting ready, warming up. I believe it's Goose Gossage there. So the Brewers are going to, oh geez. The Brewers are going to have their handful, and it's a flu. Nice. Alrighty, so Ken Clay is going to be replaced after doing a fine job by Yeah, we gotta go with Gossage. Lefty, righty, righty still. Gotta be Gossage. Yeah. Alright, so Goose Gossage is coming in now. He's got a save on the year in his only appearance. He had 27 on the season. Okay, so the Brewers' last chance here with Ogilvy, Lezcano, and Bando. Combined 3 for 9. So they definitely get the guys up who they want up right now. Alright, so here we go. Gossage looks in for the sign, winds up in the pitch. 6-2. Looks like it's going to be off the hitter's card. It's a good thing. But not good enough. And he flies up Manila. 1 down. So Lezcano up now. One for 3. Off the batter's card. And he grounds out to third. So it's up to Sal Bando here. I think we're going to pinch hit for him, even though he's having a good day. He does have 17 homers, so 17 homers and 85 runs batted in. So let's see who we got here. Who do we have on the bench? I think we've already used our best pinch hitter. Yeah. There's not much up here. So we're going to leave Sal Bando into... He's got 17 homers and 85 runs batted in. And he does have a double today, so we'll let him hit. So the Brewers are down to the last out here. Come on, Sal. Better call Sal. 4-3. Ooh, is it a possible home run? 1-17. Oh my goodness. 1-11 will tie the game. Oh my goodness. Oh. Come on, baby. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's a home run, and it ties the game.
Deep to left field. Looking down the line. Gone. Towering fly ball.
Yes, it was. And off of Goose Gossage there. Wow. And the Brewers fans are going crazy. All tied up. So Sal Bando comes up with a clutch 2-out solo homer to tie the game here in the bottom of the ninth. So after all the Brewers have been through, they tie it up now. Wow. That's the only home run thing on his whole card here. And a good thing, it's a good thing we didn't bring in a lefty here, because a left-handed batter would have been only a 1. I should have looked at that too anyway, but I didn't. And thankfully, we left in Sal Bando there. And he came through. 15 out of 17 there. And 2 out of the 1-11 there. So we're all tied up. New ball game now here in the bottom of the ninth. So Gorman Thomas, another guy who could put one out. Oh, man, if this lies here now, that would be awesome too. So let's hope for a 4-3. That would be awesome. Here we go. Here's the pitch. 5-6. Possible error here. 6-4. No, 5-4. And we're headed to extra innings. So free baseball, guys. Oh boy. So are we leaving Castro here? I think so. We could bring in McClure. Who do we have here coming up? A lefty, righty, lefty, but how long is Bill Castro? He's only pitched a 10th of an inning there. I mean, a third of an inning, so we don't know how long this is going to go, so we'll just play it batter by batter. And Chambliss here. Yeah, we want to leave him in because he's one At least against the lefty here. He hasn't allowed any lefty home runs, so we're going to go with that. Six-2 is the pitch. 3-3.
He rocks one to right center field. That'll shoot the gap and go to the wall.
Oh, man. So leadoff double here for the Yankees. Cliff Johnson, definitely a home run threat here. He's 2 for 3. Well, only hit .184, so. Ooh, who's up next? Greg Nettles? Oops. Man, what a ball game. He had 27 home runs. That's even worse. Oh, I didn't make any changes, but that's okay. Alright. Alright, so we're going to pitch to Cliff Johnson here. I'm going to go with the keep the righty on righty. Let's take a look at McClure's card here, if we can. Right-handed batter, 1-9. Left-handed batter, ooh, boy. That scares me. That he's more likely to let up the long ball too. 374. 374. 53 hits in 65 innings. So I think Castro's definitely a better pitcher here. So we're going to leave him in. No, that's not what I did. I didn't bring him in. No. Cancel selection. Are you kidding me? I did not mean to bring him in. Alright, I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back to the action. Alright, so we're going to leave Bill Castro in to place Cliff Johnson here. Wish we could play the outfield in, but I don't see how we can do that. So we're just going to play regular, normal back. When we get a runner on third, we'll probably bring the infield in if we can get to that point. So, alright, so Bill Castro looks in for the sign. Lined up in the pitch. Oh, geez. Ballpark. Oh, they wanted to see here. Looks like a grounder to third, though. No, actually, it's a grounder to not third. It's a G5. It's a star 5 there, which is a grounder to first. So the runner's going to move up. And all right, so now we got to bring the infield in now. Hoping to cut off that run at the plate. You know, it's the top of the inning, but still. Runs are at a premium, so we're going to bring the infield in. Should we just bring the corners in? No, we got to bring the whole infield in. Yeah, could play halfway. See, that's going to cut down their range, though. So when we're back, Chambliss is a 3-runner. Boy, Chambliss is a 3-runner. That really cuts down our range, though. I think we're gonna yeah, that's really on the back corners in. That just cuts down Cooper to 0 and Bando to a 1. Molitor and Money stay the same, but that doesn't really help us though if they hit to them. So I think we're just gonna play it back since it's, yeah, cuts down their range too much. Alrighty, here we go. So Greg Nettles will be up now. Hoping for a strikeout here. Here we go. Nels is 1 for 2 in the day with a couple of walks. I would even take a walk right now. Hold on there. I am going to, since I didn't click on anything yet, I was thinking about this as it was rolling. So I am going to put Greg Nettles on because he's, and bring up Bucky Dent, because Bucky Dent is a .243 here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Right now this is a 276 with power. So I am going to intentionally walk. So 5-2. You have to intentionally walk like this anyway. So I'm going to. I believe this is how you do it. I think I remember that. Click on there. He will walk. That's how you intentionally walk. 'Cause I don't think there is a button for intentionally walk. So we're gonna put Nettles on. Play back for the double play. Hoping to get Bucky Dent, who's only a 2 base runner, to hit into a double play. Alrighty. So Castro looks in for the sign. He has the windup and the pitch. .63. Does not walk, so it's going to be off of Dent's card. So we get a chance of a double play possibly here. 1-5. Grounded to short. Oh man, this could be a double play. Is the bunter on third going to try to score? Yeah, he's a 5, so we're going to go for the double play. So here we go. This is for all the marbles now. Hopefully that 1 will change to something else here. Yes, he will. The defense try for that at home with a second to first double play to get out of the inning. We have to try that. So that's going to be a no. We're going to go for a second to first double play, so that's a no. And the Yankees score the go-ahead run here. So force out at second. And Dent is safe. So again, Bucky Cleveland Dent comes through for the Yankees here in the top of the 10th. Alright, so Castro is done, so we're going to go to the pen here. All is not lost, though. So we're going to go with the other closer here, McClure, even though he's a lefty. He's still our best bet, I think. 3.74 ERA, yeah. He is a closer, so. Alright, so we're going to put McClure in now, making his first appearance on the season. 2-6 with 9 saves and 3.74 ERA. And Willie Randolph will be up now. And the runner on first. And he strikes him out. So the Brewers are going to have to come back again here. Charlie Moore is up first. So we're going to go take a photo of him. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back to the action here. It's Eric from High Ground Gaming. Here in the bottom of the 10th, the Brewers down by a run. See if they can do it again against Rich Gossage. He's definitely got plenty in the tank. Still face 5 more batters without getting tired. He was known for his 2 and 3 inning saves back then. You can see he pitched 134 innings. So he was a workhorse. So let's see if we can get to him again. Find that home run spot, which would be nice. So here's the delivery by Gossage. And it's a leadoff single, so the Brewers are in business with a runner on first. Alright, let's see who we can replace him with. So it's base runner 3, so we need a fast base runner here. Jim Gantner, he's only a 4. So we're not gaining much by that. And we're definitely going to, if he does go any further, but I know we got to play for now. Let's see. I guess we got to get every little bit we can get. Let's see what Gantner's got for stats here, too. Oh, an error. My goodness. I remember when I first got this game, I was afraid to click anything because it seemed like everything I clicked ended up with this, but we'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back once again. Alright, so we have decided to replace Charlie Moore, who reached base on a single to lead off the inning here in the bottom of the 10th, with Len Cicada. So Len Cicada, who base running is still a 3. However, he does have a 20 for stolen bases. And I believe he did steal 20 bases also on the season. Yeah, he did. At least I think he did. So, Len Cicada. No, he only had 1 stolen base on the thing. Hold on here. What is going on? Oh, that might not let me steal then. However, hold on now. So I guess we're going to replace Cicada now with, I thought he had a 20 in here for some reason. So we're going to replace him with, I'll put in Jim Gantner now. There we go. Alright, that's better. Alright, so that's still a 20. Okay, good. Just want to view this box score here. Oops. Alright, so technically Len Cicada did not pinch run. We'll just say he got in there and he twisted an ankle or something. I don't know. Getting a lead. So anyway, so let's see. Jim Gantner's on first now. Okay, so we're gonna. He had 20 stolen bases on the year, so we are going to try to have him steal here. So anything but a 20, and he will steal the base. So let's do the steal here. It's a 4. Steals the base. Excellent. Okay. Alright, so Paul Molitor is up now with runner in scoring position and nobody out. He is the man you want to have up there. Although he's 0 for 4 today. He's 273 hitter. So come on, Molitor. Show us why you're in the Hall of Fame. Ooh. That is not why you're in the Hall of Fame. It's going to be a ground ball. No, it's a fly ball to center. It's maybe deep enough. Oh, now his base running went up to 4.
Out!
And no. He's not able to advance. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to try a sacrifice with 1 out here. That is not going to happen. On money is up now. Show me the money now. We are not going to sacrifice there. It makes no sense. If it was no outs, we might have, but not with a 1 out and the runner in scoring position and a 293 hitter. Who's 3 for 4 on the day. Not going to happen. 1-4. And he strikes him out. So Cecil Cooper's up now. 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Oh boy. We need a single. Come on, Cooper. 6-6. Good, he's a lefty. Oh my goodness. It's the only thing on here. Well, that one too, but.
Out!
And the Milwaukee Brewers, thank goodness it's not the Red Sox, fall to the New York Yankees by a score of 3-2 in extra innings here. Bucky Dent gets the game-winning RBI. There's only one thing I can say about this game, and that's shenanigans. Milwaukee is still going to play this game under protest after not allowing, can't remember who it was. Whoever it was, I think Robin Yount, I think it was. No, it wasn't Robin Yount, but whoever it was on I think it might have been Sal Bando, I don't know. But whoever it was on first, who had a 20 stolen base rating, would not allow him to steal, even though he had several stolen bases on the year. So, anyway, this has been. We'll check the box score really quick. Yeah. That was a painful game there. So, yeah, Bucky Dent gets the game-winning RBI. Was an exciting game, I'll give it that. The Brewers did make a comeback there with a dramatic home run off of Gossage, but could not win it. So, yeah, that's it. Not much else I can say. Other than shenanigans. Alright, so thank you for joining me. It's been a long video, so we'll call it quits now. Good night, good evening. I want to get some sleep. And we'll see you in the next video. God bless.